If you are a student in the US and if you drop out, skip classes or leave your program of study without informing your school, your visas can be revoked. So hi, this is Khatija and you're watching the Free Press Journal. So yes, your student visa can be cancelled and you may even lose your chance to ever apply for a US visa again. This is not a rumor. US President Donald Trump's administration has made it clear. This fresh warning has come directly from the US Embassy in India, and it's meant for Indian students and even for Indian immigrants already in the United States. So let's understand what's going on. Why such strict warnings now? Why are Indian students under such heavy pressure? The answer lies in what's happening across the United States right now. The Trump administration has launched a strict crackdown on immigration and student visa misuse. Since January 2025, 682 Indian nationals have already been deported from the US. Many of them were found to be undocumented, meaning they were either staying in the country illegally or were violating visa terms including student visa conditions. This message from the US is now crystal clear. Follow the rules or get deported. In a recent post dated May 27, the US Embassy posted this on Twitter. If you drop out, skip classes or leave your program without informing your school, your visa may be revoked. They added that this may also affect your future eligibility for a US visa, meaning you could be blacklisted. And this isn't the first warning. Earlier this month, ICE, the US Immigration and Customs Enforcement, had also reminded students on optional visas that if they don't report their employment within 90 days of the visa activation, their legal status will be cancelled. ICE has been keeping a close watch on students, especially those from countries like India, because of increasing cases of fake colleges, misuse students' visas, and now student involvement in political protest. This warning affects many categories of Indian nationals, which are students on F1 visas, which are standard study visas, students on optional practical training who are allowed to work after completing their course, H-1B visas holders who are working in the US, and even tourist visa holders who overstay or misuse their visit. But right now, the biggest focus is on students. So according to the US government, if you are in the US on a student visa, you must maintain active student status. That means you must attend your classes, you must not drop out, and if you plan to leave your course or change anything, you must inform your school officially. Not doing this can result in visa revocation, deportation, and a lifetime ban from entering the US in the future. Now let's talk about the broader picture. Why is this happening now? President Trump has brought back his tough immigration policies, and this time there is a very visible shift in how the US sees international students. Several universities, especially top colleges like Harvard and Columbia, have been in the spotlight due to ongoing protest and political controversies. Some students have been accused of promoting content that is seen as a threat to national security, especially pro-Palestinian content. In fact, several students and scholars, both local and foreign, have been detained or deported for protesting or posting controversial views online. So now, under this climate, student visa applications are under more scrutiny than ever before. The State Department, under Secretary of State Marco Rubio, has also given a very serious order. All US embassies around the world must stop scheduling interviews for student and exchange visitor visas until further instruction. This means that if you are a student planning to go to the US this year, your application might get delayed or even rejected. And it doesn't stop there. There is another layer of surveillance: social media. The US administration is now vetting the social media accounts of visa applicants. If you post anything that could be considered a security concern, like supporting protest, posting about sensitive global issues, or even using aggressive language, your visa applications can be rejected. Even minor issues like traffic violations or alcohol-related incidents are now being considered grounds for visa cancellation. This move has been called catastrophic by immigration expert. A leading immigration attorney from Cleveland, David Leopold, has said that the impact of these policies will be huge, not just for students but for US universities themselves. Many US colleges, especially private institutions, depend heavily on international students. These students pay full fees, support the economy, and even help fund scholarship for American students. In the 2023-2024 academic year, India sent the most number of students to the US. More than 1.1 million international students studied there last year. A large number of them came from India and most enrolled in courses like computer science, engineering and mathematics. These are high-skilled areas, and yet Indian students are now facing heat due to the rising anti-immigration sentiment. There's fear, there's confusion, and there is a lot of uncertainty. Even universities have started advising students to avoid traveling outside the US during this time. Why? Because if you leave, you might not be allowed to return. Your visa status could get reviewed or cancelled while you are abroad. So what should Indian students and family do? Let me break it down in simple points. Attend your classes regularly. Even if your class is online, you must log in. Missing classes can cost you your visa. Do not drop out or change your course without officially informing your university and updating your service record. If you are an optional, report your employment within 90 days. If you are unemployed for more than 90 days, your status will be cancelled. Avoid posting anything political or sensitive on social media. The US is now checking applicants, Instagram, Twitter, everything. Don't overstay your visa period. If your authorized stay ends, leave the US immediately or apply for legal extension. Avoid minor legal issues. Even a traffic ticket or alcohol violation can lead to complications. So this is a very difficult and emotional time for many Indian families. Sending your child to the US is a dream, one that comes with a lot of sacrifices, hope and financial investment. But now the dream requires even more responsibility, awareness and caution. So if you are an Indian student currently in the US or planning to go in the coming months, stay updated, follow all the rules, stay disciplined and think twice before you act. This is not just about your education anymore, it's about your future, your identity and your standing in the eyes of international law. And for the parents watching this, be in regular touch with your children. Make sure they are attending classes, keeping legal documents updated and not involved in anything that might create visa issues. To end this report, let's remind ourselves once again of the central message from the US government. If you drop out, skip classes or leave your program of study without informing your school, your student visa may be revoked and you may lose eligibility for the future US visa. So stay safe, stay aware and stay compliant. And for more such updates, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to the Free Press Journal.